So before we get started in today's activities, I want to review the vocabulary that has already been talked about for the last couple days. So square numbers, which can build a square array where both factors are the same. For example, 4 times 4, 6 times 6, any number times itself again is going to get you an array because both sides are the same, both dimensions are the same. Prime, which is only, will have one array, the number times 1. Okay, those will be 7, 5, 13, numbers like that. Factor is the number that can be multiplied to get a certain number, okay, to get a multiple. So we went over the factors of 24. That's the example we've used a few times. So it's 1, 2, 4, 6, 12, 24, 8. All those numbers, put them in a certain, with the other ones, they can equal 24. A multiple is the number you get when you multiply a number by other numbers. So we went over the multiples of 24, which were 24, 48, because that was times 2, and 72 is times 3. So a certain number times other numbers and the answers that you get. All right, I'm going to go over our next activity. You have been doing number puzzles with 2 clues and talking about the different arrays that you could form with those clues. And with 2 clues, it ends up being that you often can make more than one array with the clues. For 4 clues, you're going to find out if it is one number that it's talking about or multiple numbers. So you're going to use the clues to eliminate numbers on this 300s chart and to figure out which number or numbers are left after following all 4 clues. So these are the 4 clues I have. The number is a multiple of 15. The number is greater than 50. The number is odd. And this number is less than 100. So we want to find what can follow all of those rules. So the first one I'm going to choose to focus on is this. This number is less than 100. So if the number is less than 100, it means it's not going to be 100. And that also means it's not going to be anything below here. So the rest of this hundreds chart, actually 300s chart, because it is all bigger than 100, can be marked off and would not be considered for the number because it would not follow the rule less than 100. So I've marked that off. I'm actually going to zoom in a little bit so that we can see the rest of the hundreds chart a little bit better. So then if I go, so this one's done, check. So I would go to this, this number is greater than 50 next because it eliminates another large chunk of the hundreds chart. So if it's greater than 50, here's 50. And that means everything above this is also not going to follow all of our rules because it would not have followed is greater than 50. So now we have everything that's greater than 50 and less than 100 left on our chart. This number is odd. So I could eliminate all of the evens, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So 2s, anyone with a 2 in the ones, anything with a 4 in the ones, anything with a 6 in the ones, 8 in the ones. Make it a little bit smaller. And the 0 in the ones for our 10s. Okay, that is completed. Now, for everything that is, or the multiples of 15, I would write those out. So we know we would start with 15, even though that's too small, according to our hundreds chart. Then we have 30, because that's 15 times 2. 15 times 3 is 45. 15 times 4 is 60. Times 5 is 75. Times 6 is 90. Oops, I have to go down here. 90. And then the next one is 105. It, we know, is too big because it's greater than 100. Because remember, these numbers that I have not marked out, all these 1s, these 3s, 5s, 7s, and 9s are the ones I have left. So 15 is too small. It's up here. 30 is too small. It's smaller than 50. So is 45. So 60, 75, and 90 are my only ones I could consider. But then I have to think of which ones are left. 60 is even, so it can't be that one. And 90 is even, so it can't be that one. So my only answer left is 75. So the only number that follows all 4 of these number clues is 75. So that's what you're going to practice today. You're going to get 4 number clues, and you're going to try to think of numbers that would follow each clue, and then think of the one or some that can follow all 4 clues.